Sometimes I hate the trope of let's throw a party all of a sudden in the plot, but in this book and chapter it's actually appropriate since they're a cruise ship that just accidentally dipped into the war zone and they have to remind their passengers that like, yeah, you know, actually don't be reminded of that, everything's fine and forget about all that shit. Anyway, chapter 10, a little party never killed nobody because they're fully taking that Gatsby-ass title. Anyway, now playing as Carrie, you sprint onto the bridge and gasp at the sight of the battle raging outside the Atlas.
He isn't supposed to be here.
According to my charts, we should be parsecs away from any war activity. Holmes crashes into the wall as laser fire rocks the ship. Everyone to their stations!
I'll head to the engine room and try to boost the power.
As your sister leaves, Titania and Sol rush onto the bridge past her, quickly strapping into their chairs.
As long as I'm breathing, this won't be the end of us.
A large ship explodes before you. The fiery wreckage expands outward, blocking the Atlas's path. Captain Alara, what course of action do you suggest? Quickly survey your escape routes, a nearby uninhabited asteroid field, a patch of space riddled with crossfire, and the burning wreckage ahead of you. Fly through the asteroid field is our only chance of getting out of here in one piece. Titania takes a deep breath as she stares out at the asteroid field with determination.
Odds are made for beating, Captain.
She follows your command, weaving the Atlas over and around countless asteroids spinning mindlessly through space, until one final maneuver shoots your ship safely through to the other side. And then the weird font at the top looks like it says, "Never tell me the ooze."
Good thing you counted on my ability to fly this glorified disastrous wings.
As the Atlas moves away from the asteroid field, Sol runs a diagnostics test. All systems are operating at peak condition. We're almost out of this. Titania, can you boost the speed at all? Titania examines a panel on her display, her eyes narrow, and she slams a fist against the side of the console.
Not possible. Travel speed won't be back online for several hours, and we've burned too much fuel making up for lost time since Lectra.
Let's try... An urgent beeping sound emits from your data screen. There's a homing missile locked onto our position? They must have programmed the coordinates for the other ship before it exploded. One of those is a death sentence. I can jettison the garbage chute to provide extra targets to intercept it.
That's a massive risk. Let me do a spiral dive to confuse its targeting system.
We need to... jettison the garbage chute. Sol's idea is the safest. Empty the chutes. Doing so now, Captain Lara. You hold your breath as garbage spills out into space behind the Atlas, and the homing missile explodes as it smashes into a large piece of scrap metal. It worked. Nicely done, Sol. The Atlas is my #1 priority. Holmes pops his head up from his navigational charts. I've got it! The safest route out to here is on the other side of that planet. As he points to the small planet, an idea starts to form. Titania, get us closer to the planet. We can use its gravitational field to boost our speed and slingshot us to the far side.
Lining us up.
As she angles the controls, the Atlas turns on its side, allowing itself to be pulled into the planet's orbit. It evens out, floating along for a few seconds before Titania punches the controls, and the combined speed sends the ship rocketing forward.
Now this is my kind of flying.
Within moments, the Atlas has raced safely out of the war zone and slowed to a normal pace. Let's hope the rest of our journey is far less eventful.
If anyone needs me, keep them away from the bar. That's where I'll be.
As Titania leaves and Holmes busies himself with charting a new course, Sol taps his finger on his data screen. Captain Alara, many passengers appear to be in a state of panic. I guess our brush with the war zone didn't go unnoticed. The most effective way to deal with frightful passengers is often to remind them of the true atmosphere the Atlas strives to provide. I need, and you can either say to calm down for once at the one moment where it's actually not appropriate for them to have to calm down for once. I need something elegant and luxurious. After all, it's my job to make sure they always feel comfortable. Precisely, Captain Lara, you are the beacon they look to in times like these. You rub your chin contemplatively. Maybe we could throw a party? What a splendid idea! That would certainly take their mind off of things. V lets out a ping.
Carrie, you're scheduled to meet with Admiral Deimos in 3 minutes. Oh, I guess I don't have time to put anything together for a party.
Not to worry. While you confer with Admiral Deimos, I will get to work decorating and preparing the essentials.
Sol disappears with a giant grin on his face as you hurry down the corridor to greet Deimos. Before you can knock on her door, Admiral Deimos steps out to greet you.
Captain Alara, you've had quite the busy day.
I don't think I've had a moment of peace since I started this job.
I can imagine. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me about the inspection.
She flashes you a warm smile.
I'll start by saying the way you handled the war zone today was most impressive. You saved the lives of everyone on board.
Thank you, Admiral Deimos. I just acted on instinct.
You and your brother seem to have that in common.
She folds her arms together inside her large, elegant sleeves and directs the full weight of her powerful gaze on you.
Congratulations! The Atlas is completely up to code.
Flying in Technicolor. That's great news! Thank you! You get a little achievement for that. She moves to leave, but you call out to her. Admiral Deimos, what about the Senator? Is her presence a danger to my crew and passengers?
I understand your concern. Marshal Alara, Marshal Sentry, and I have already increased the range of our radar. Common mercenaries or bounty hunters will need cloaking technology to get past our scanners.
So nothing is getting close to the Atlas without you knowing.
We're doing our best to ensure that. The ship's location is also being scrambled, so no one can find us unless we give them the proper codes.
Her expression shifts, and she smiles at you with what feels like genuine respect.
In the meantime, I'll be sure to include your heroic actions today in my report as well.
As Deimos strides away, V buzzes around anxiously.
We've got serious business to attend to, Carrie. Your passengers need to feel the luxuriousness of this party.
Oh, shut up. And once again, closet.org. I don't want to buy a new outfit. I don't want to buy this. What is this? More Willy Wonka shit? Get out of here with this. Okay. When you walk into the lounge, you notice the lack of chatter over the depressing music and the sullen looks of your passengers.
Carrie, this party is in dire need of a makeover.
Maybe Sol could use some help getting things started. You find your brother sitting on one of the couches talking with Sakai. Brother, this party could really use your magic touch. We'd be happy to help you liven things up a bit. And then I have no idea what the hell I was talking about when I recorded the video for the first time. I paused for a second here to talk about something. Anyway. Please tell me you can do something about this music. Consider it done. As Sakai follows Eos over to the jukebox in the corner, Pax appears at your elbow. Hey, Pax. Having fun yet?
Dealing with Eos would be better if Sol was serving alcohol instead of fruit juice with chunks in it.
No alcohol? Maybe Sol's just warming up. I'm sure Sol put a lot of hard work into this. He always does.
Carrie, I've spent the last 10 minutes picking seeds out of my teeth.
Okay, I'll talk to Sol. Can you handle the drinks?
Of course. I'll track down Corvus, he'll know what to do.
As Pax bounds away, you locate Sol in the center of the room. Above him, a chandelier sprinkles glitter into the air. Captain Lara, come, stand with me under the glitter Disco Spencer 5000. You step beneath the chandelier, Sol's sleeve brushing your arm, as you look up at the glitter raining down over your heads like drops of gold. Another cute height difference moment. Sol, you've really outdone yourself with all these decorations. I've never seen so many balloons or boas. Sol pulls a small, worn handbook out of his jacket. According to the galas and get-togethers etiquette handbook, balloons are a universally beloved party decoration. Sol, everything looks great. And you can either fucking roast him or be nice to him, which you know what Carrie's gonna do, because he likes him. Sol, everything looks great. I can see you really care about this. I never had the opportunity to engage with a function this grand as a host before. This has been a dazzling new experience. You're off to a great start for your first ever party. But we may need to tweak a few things. I may have relied too much on the lateral side of party planning. Did I mention how much I love the glitter ball? As long as you like it, Captain Lara, I must have done something right. Sol gazes into your eyes, his crystals sparkling in the light. If you have some free time later, I would love to steal a moment alone with you. He glides away before you can respond, and the music changes to an upbeat tune. Eos came through with the music. I knew we could count on him. He has his moments. Time to check in with our passengers and crew to make sure they're enjoying themselves. I want to check on Kep. At the game Tepler at the game table, Kepler's mingling with Merope, Rana, and Octon. Playing a game, Cap. Pull up a chair. I know for a fact shells are O'Connor's primary export, Octon. That's ridiculous. Merope shells are useless. Pearls are the only valuable option.
I'm going at it for 10 minutes. Maybe a fight will break out and I'll finally see some action. I don't even care about exports from O'Connor. This game is so trivial.
Kepler leans over and whispers to you.
I've gotta do something. If those two keep this up much longer, Rana's gonna go full tantrum.
You're right, let's... And I don't want to mediate the argument. I don't want to. Let's show Rana your tattoos. Rana, didn't I hear you say once you wanted an authentic Lectra tattoo?
Oh, my star's only for my entire life.
Do you know they each do something special? Like this one on my stomach warms up. As Kepler rolls up her shirt, Merope screams, Captain! Please keep your crew's nudity away from my impressionable daughter! Kepler, pull your shirt down! Kepler quickly rearranges her clothes. Sorry, Cap, I forgot how irresistible these rock-hard abs are, and I feel like, since this is in, like, different, you know, space standards of everything, I feel like she probably just literally flashed everyone completely and just doesn't give half a care. But also, who knows what her alien body even has under there anyway. Anyway, don't let it happen again! Kepler laughs and leans over to murmur in your ear.
Maybe when you're done being the captain for the night, I can show you my most notorious tattoos.
As Kepler reaches out and squeezes your hand, you feel the tattoo on her palm warm against your skin. She shoots you a wink, then turns back to the game. Yep, she's saying exactly what you think she's saying with that one. Go check on Titania now. Titania pets Warren in the far corner, while Leona dramatically fans Adara with one of the leaves from the decorative boa trees.
I simply cannot get into the partying spirit. We were nearly blown to smithereens.
We need to neutralize our nerves in case there's another attack. Make sure Warren has his favorite foods. Titania heaves a sigh and turns to you.
Please tell them we were never going to get blown up.
You turn to Adara and Leona. Well... Our pilot would never let that happen. Titania's an incredible flyer. We were in very good hands. Titania flashes you a rare smile.
Carrie's right. I'd never let anyone shoot down the Atlas while I'm at the controls. I didn't even have to materialize all of my extra limbs.
She leans over so only you can hear.
But I can later, if you're interested.
The concept is... intriguing. One of the blue wisps around Titania's arms materializes, and she traces a phantom hand along your cheek as she walks away. Once again, everyone's starting shit. Okay, last call. As you near the buffet table, you hear Meridian talking with Lyra and Deimos about the war.
Today was about more than surviving the war zone. If either side had laid waste to a civilian ship, any talks of peace may have been abandoned.
After my time underfront, I understand a divine perspective. This time just came to an end.
Meridian, you saved the lives of countless Vanguard. You know what's at stake here.
You step between Meridian and Deimos, hoping to defuse the situation. Deimos, everyone here wants similar things. Finding a way to save lives is something we can all agree on.
Ideals and reality are not the same thing. We can hope for an end without bloodshed, but in my experience, I haven't known the Jara to compromise.
If you can take the first step toward peace, maybe they can too.
Well said. I can see why you make such a good captain. Maybe the peace talks can mend what the war has broken.
As Lyra finishes speaking, Zinnia walks over to the buffet table. As she reaches to grab some food, her sleeve shifts, revealing the rest of the stars on her forearm.
Your constellations!
Zinnia jumps backward with fear in her eyes.
I just wanted something to eat. I didn't mean to make anyone's skin itch.
Zinnia leaves her food on the table and hurries off. You turn to Deimos. What just happened?
The stars on our skin reveal our destinies. Hers indicate that she will destroy the lives of those around her.
Doesn't change anything. She's still a member of my crew. It's my job to look out for her. You move to follow her, but Zinnia is nowhere to be found. Meridian reappears at your side. I've been hoping to have a moment with you all to myself. Come find me, if you need to get away. Meridian trails his finger down your arm, tingling your skin with electricity before turning away. You return to the center of the room and look around. Laughter and music fill the lounge. Happening else. We did it, V! Everyone's having a good time.
Now you can get your party on. I heard the simulation room has a Spa-E planet setting. It's supposed to be very romantic.
Oh, shut up. I always tell you to shut up. I'm a little irritated with V at all times. Anyway, okay. You know who I'm gonna choose. Especially since it's his party and he's the host and everything, and yeah, come on. Enjoy a private moment with Soul. You know you want to carry Alara. I don't know what I was talking about this whole time when I deliberated. Oh, I just remembered what I was talking about this whole time when I recorded the video. But there's totally another point in the video where I'm going to talk about it later instead. So, just remember that. Me in 2 minutes from now. Okay. Why don't you go recharge for a while, V?
Let me know how it goes.
I want detail. Okay, what the hell? Is she a part of his body? Is she a friend? What are you, V? What are you, V? Okay. A few minutes later, you found Soul, and here we go. Thought we could have that private moment alone together here. Did you have a particular simulation in mind? You nod as you program the Spa-E planet into the controls. The room transforms into lush, iridescent flora swaying in an artificial breeze, wrapping itself around golden huts high above you. Wow, this is incredible. I've always wanted to visit Spa-E, but viewing it like this seems much safer. Well, the abundance of predators on the planet's surface tends to discourage most tourists. You look up at the giant mushroom-shaped trees. I bet you can get a better view from up there. After you. Let's see who can get there first. Before Soul can reply, you've sprinted toward the stalk and are climbing up the nearest rung. Just keep climbing. When you reach the rung, you notice your feet lifting off the ground as you step onto it. You take a tentative jump, hovering in the air momentarily. Soul reaches the top, laughing as you bounce. This place is full of surprises. Are you gonna join me, or am I gonna keep bouncing by myself? Soul takes a leaping bounce toward you, catching you in an embrace. Looks like you have your answer. You're both weightless for a moment, looking into each other's eyes before once again in the Pixelberry choosing some specific wording that makes me lose my shit laughing for a second. Before returning to the mushroom top. And then he's just like, yeah, return to the mushroom. Yeah, just smiling at me like that. Okay, calming down and moving on. Kitty. He presses his lips to yours softly, pulling you in tighter. Aw, cute shit. Okay. The kiss is gentle, sweetly lingering on your bottom lip for a moment before Soul blah 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 blah. Those huts seem a little more romantic than mushroom. A fungi not really doing it for you. Having some solid ground beneath us is better for what I have in mind. Ooh, girl. Soul takes your hand and leads you down to one of the golden huts. As you step inside, he reaches for your waist, gliding you towards his lips once more. Ooh, Carrie. Once again, I'm like, I know exactly what this Jim Kirk ass is gonna say. Okay, Captain Elora. Still calling him Captain even now. I don't know, I think it's kind of cute, in a way. Tybalt. Soul's cheeks flush and his crystals glow for a moment. No, you just caught me off guard. This is more than I was expecting. Is this your way of telling me to take it slow? Not too slow. Soul lays down on the plush floor of the hut. I just want to lie here with you for a moment. I can do that. You lie beside him. I wanted to show you this. You follow his gaze to the light from his crystals reflecting on the smooth ceiling, dancing beautifully in a sparkly light show. You take his hand, and your cyber lines glow a bit more brightly, joining his crystals. It appears when combined, we make quite the pair. It's amazing. Just like you. You rest your head on his shoulder, feeling his skin warm under your touch.
Forgive me if this is rather forward, Captain, but I have desired you for some time. And I was wondering if you felt the same.
Okay, here's where I'm gonna talk about. Wait, I have to choose the option first that you know I'm gonna choose, which is, of course, we're taking things further here.
I do. I really do.
Soul reaches out to cup your cheek, pulling you in for a passionate kiss.
Waiting is most difficult, but I would hate to rush one moment with you.
There's nothing wrong with savoring these.
My thoughts exactly, Captain Elara.
With almost excruciating slowness, Soul begins to remove your clothes one piece at a time. His crystals begin to glow in a steady intensity. There's no one in the galaxy as magnificent as you. Oh, baby. Okay, I so want to talk about. I think there's a couple more lines before I left myself room in the video to talk about it, but it's gonna be in a second. Okay. You sit up to your knees to match him, pressing your lips against his. You help him slip out of his own clothes, taking care not to damage them. Yeah, because he's got a nice outfit on. His crystals sparkle in the light, and you notice subtle color changes in his skin as you gaze at his bare skin. They use the word skin twice, like twice in a row, like twice in the same sentence. I don't know, that just seems like could've done a little something else. Okay. I think it's almost time in the video that I left myself enough time to talk about this. Oh, look at him. He's so... Look. Looks great. Okay, I finally left myself enough time to talk about the fact, my sad headcanon, which is now starting to really heat up in the plot, that I'm like, I think Soul is in love with Carrie. And I think Carrie's just, like, thinks that he's a nice guy and is happy to, like, date him and get to know him and, like, oh, man. Damn it. High stakes. Soul's a sweetheart. And I think he's, like, in it deep, and Carrie's just, like... I think this exact choice is perfectly exemplary of, like, that after Soul said you're the most perfect being in the universe, you can either basically return the compliment or just be like, wow, you're so sparkly. Soul's skin blushes neon all over his body. You honor me, Captain Elara. Aw, baby boy. You deserve better. You deserve better than my MC. You reach out to run a finger down his chest, a line of teal blue trailing behind where your finger touched. Ooh, cool alien skin shit. It's nice to see what was hiding beneath all those layers. The trail turns to red as your finger travels down. You slowly lower him to the floor, positioning yourself over him. And once again, I'm like, this is the perfect, like, height difference moment again, since I've imagined Soul as very huge. His crystals brighten even more as your hand once again goes lower. Captain Elara, Oh, and still calling him Captain even when he's touching your crystal. I also feel like it's really in character, and especially as they're, he's supposed to be their kind of Spockish stand-in, but he's so much better. The light from his crystals bounces off the HUD in dozens of different shapes and refractions. Soul moans as your hand finds him, using your other hand to steady yourself as you balance on your forearm. Yes, they left room for it to be just like random, not random, but non-traditional alien crystalline genitals instead of, Anyway, his confident hands find you, your cyber lines practically igniting. You're lost in his touch and the kisses that still seem to find you as you match each other's rhythm. Ooh, girl, we're going there. And also, once again, I'm just thinking about that height difference, because Carrie's way, way smaller than Soul. Ooh, let there be light. You hooked up with Soul in a Aspari village. Get it. Holding each other tight. Oh my god, yeah, they're all the way still going there. Time blurs as you lie in his arms and a simulated breeze brushes against your skin. Meeting you has been a most unexpected and welcome surprise, Captain Ilara. Meeting? Is that what Dynamas call it? No, we call it Oh, I'm only teasing. Sol, I'm glad I met you too. Oh, hit him with the glad I met you too, Carrie. No. He tenderly rubs his hand over your back and you feel his smile as he rests his head against your hair. Sol's too good for you, Carrie Ilara. Now playing as Pax, the Atlas's state-of-the-art kitchen surrounds you, its gleaming countertops and appliances ready for culinary action.
With all of this, I'm pretty sure we can do better than chunky fruit glop.
Just then, Argo sweeps into the room with a half-emptied tray balanced on one hand. Corvus enters behind him.
I've never seen such a reluctant crowd. They were drearier than a droid at a chop shop. Was it something I'd said?
Maybe they just got the hint that I wanted you to myself. Argo sets down his tray, still not noticing you, and slowly turns toward Corvus.
Then what a delightful situation we find ourselves in. I'm all yours. Bolts and gears whirling. Oh, Pax, my sensors didn't detect you.
Carrie sent me to figure out how to fix these drinks, the ones with more solids than liquid.
Thank the stars, I was beginning to think someone actually liked that stuff Soul serving. Holmes and Zinnia walk into the kitchen carrying untouched glasses of the fruit glop. Alright, I know we can materialize up something a little more tasty than these.
And a little less gruesome to look at. These remind me of a crime scene I saw in Cell. On it already, but we could use all the help we can get.
Wait, First Officer Soul won't be pleased if we replace his carefully researched drinks.
No, but if we add Mesbury wine, it makes it could make for a nice spritzer. You might notice the bubbles. I say we blend it down a little smoother, and I've got just the device.
His decorations are pretty colorful compared to this stuff. If we match the colors, it should help, and that way Soul won't get upset.
We've got to hurry and get these served before the passengers realize they require refills.
If we work together, we'll have time for one of those fixes.
Let's... I want to say Holmes. I'm Team Holmes on this play. Team Pax and Holmes.
Let's use Holmes' device for mixing. Show me what you got, Holmes.
You're going to love this machine. I made it myself. Holmes pulls out what looks like a tray and clicks a button. An elaborate mechanism springs into shape, its rotors whirring and ready to blend. Usually use it for making pastry dough. Trust me, it'll get these drinks as smooth as Lectra sands. While Holmes calibrates the device's moving parts, Zinnia and the others work on gathering up the drinks and emptying them into bowls. Mind lending me a hand, Pax?
Actually, Pax, I could use your help over here, too.
Zinnia flutters her eyelashes at you, while Holmes bounces merrily on his toes. Oh, is it good? I think it lets me do both, though. I think it lets me still play both sides on this one. I do kind of like the idea of, like, that, she a little bit is a fast mover, and so as soon as Zinnia's into her, she's like, oh, a cool new amazing girl is here that she's so cool, and Holmes is just like, oh, Oh, okay, you were totally my only friend on the Atlas, but that's cool that you have someone else to hang out with that you like better than me. As you can see, I infuse a lot of drama behind the scenes. Anyway, ready and willing to help, go help Holmes. I was hoping to prevent me from blowing anything up. I have a bad habit of doing that.
Me? We've both got a track record, remember?
You got me. I just was hoping to have your company. I seem to concentrate better when you're around.
I can manage that. Try not to let any fireballs loose in the kitchen.
The two of you chuckle as you work side by side. Oh, and then you still get to go and help Zinnia after that. You head over to Zinnia and begin assisting her.
Thanks. Things are always better when you're around. The galaxy seems sparklier with you in it.
You share a smile, then ask Zinnia a tentative question.
You seemed a little sad earlier. Everything okay? Admiral Deimos is the first Thol I've seen in a while. She said something. Gave me that stomach-dropping feeling. Really? Is it about the inspection?
Zinnia's head lowers. For a moment, there's a profound sense of pain in her eyes.
No, it was about me. Who I am. Everything I've been running from. If she upset you, I can say something to her. It's fine, she didn't mean anything by it. They never do. Let's just try to finish this up.
Before long, the fruit drinks are looking much more appetizing.
These are a masterpiece. The passengers won't be able to resist.
Argo hefts a platter laden with cups and extends another tray to Corvus. He then tosses a towel over Corvus's arm.
Voila, it's all about presentation. And surely no one can say no to a handsome bartender like Corvus.
Luxury service delivered in hoist oil, coming right up. The two of them stride out of the kitchen and back to the party.
Drinks down, now we've only got the snacks left to fix. Maybe we can split up, do appetizers and desserts.
Ooh, there's a fantastic dessert pantry behind the kitchen. They have things there you won't believe. Things dreams are made of.
I wouldn't mind getting to see that. I've heard dreams taste like clouds.
What the fuck, Zinnia? And I didn't realize since it only cost 19 diamonds that when I agreed to skip the sweets, I was truly skipping the sweets. I didn't realize that that was the sex scene with both Holmes and Zinnia, and I accidentally chose neither because I didn't know that's what it was. Anyway, now playing as Eos. As a soft, dreamy song pours out of the speakers, you watch Sakai start to sway slightly back and forth. I can tell you want to dance to this. Maybe if I was a better dancer. I'm sure you are. You know what I'm gonna say. Dance with me. Like my head. Zakai's cyber lines glow brightly as he slips his hand in yours and lets you pull him closer by the waist. You're really good at this. I'd be happy to give you private lessons sometime. Suddenly, the lights flicker, then go out. Eos? What's going on? I don't know. As the lights turn back on, you see a dark hooded figure in the doorway of the lounge, holding a sharp dagger to Lyra's throat.